can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 as they're on the 17-yard line.
Great.
They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, I know my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Throwing, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
2nd down, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think of a play like this as a corner. You've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Saw you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the sideline he goes.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Slot man moves right.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. That one good for 26 and a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
J-Ron Curse in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
Hurts. Got his man. It's Gainwell.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
3rd and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Drops this underneath for Pollard. And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so they throw it away.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll throw now on the final play. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cowboys 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On play action, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And I don't think he got there, no. Too short, maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run forward Pollard, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And quickly, they get to the line.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
A give to Pollard running left.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings him 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
At their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
13 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. We have played 3 quarters. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Pollard going to try the right side. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he's got it down to the 28. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Prescott. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Pollard is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. In motion, the tight end. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Here's 2nd down. Second down. Here's Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Second and 6. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Wide open, complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Mozzie Smith
In there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. Down to the 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Cowboys,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season.
Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you pop it, they all wanna slice. Yeah. Breed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a wall.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feeling feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Now the shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and the run it back. Used to have a silver tooth, but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and the rough. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. The birthday got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her, and I ain't trying to let it down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a night on. Lights on, Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she one of them. She pay her bill, she get up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I double up.